Okay, so this is for week 4 Wednesday. We're doing a test correction on the first exam of quarter 1. So let's take a look at the first one. How do you get the first one wrong is just beyond me here. This is a positive number, so therefore your answer should be a positive 12, not a negative 12. Yeah. Number 2 is a negative 15. Number 3 is a positive 28. Number 4, double negative makes it a positive, so you get a 32. Number 5 is a negative 3. Double positive is a 0. This one here, you got the hard one wrong, but how do you get number 1 wrong? I mean, like, the number 1 is just basic adding. This one is going to be a negative 4 minus 4, which is a negative 8. Next one, is that plus 8? That's a negative 4. Absolute value. I know it's wrong because you put a negative 4. The answer is a positive 4. So maybe you should go ahead and stop interrupting me and actually pay attention. Or 20? How do you get from a negative 4 to a 20 is beyond me. This tells me that you don't understand basic numerical simplification. This is ridiculous. Number 9. Negative 2 times 3 is a negative 6. Plus 1 is a negative 7 over 3. Plus negative 3 over 5. Everything you got wrong is you put a negative 5, which I don't know how you got a negative 5 because it's a negative 2 times 3, which is 6, plus 1 is a 7. From there, what's your lowest common denominator? Nope. No. How do you get a negative 5? No, look at me. It's negative 2 times 3 plus 1. That's just basic fraction. Changing from proper fraction to an improper fraction. You don't add or subtract anything else until you have a common denominator. What's your lowest common denominator? I'm asking you a question. Are you wasting my time? What is your lowest common denominator? What is your lowest common? Negative 35 over 15 minus 9 over 15. Negative 35 minus 9 is a negative 44 over 15. This is improper. 15 times 3 is 30. 14 is smaller than 15, which is the divisor right here, so your answer is good. Your answer is a negative 3, 14 over 15. That is your answer for number 9. Is that a 6 right there? Is that a 6?
How did you get
negative 35 minus 9 is negative 44. When you're ready to move on, let me know.
Okay, I'm ready to move
on. Is that a 1 over 6? Read the question for me, please.
It's a negative 3.
1 6?
Yeah.
And then what? Explain to me, how do you change from this proper fraction to an improper fraction? What'd you get? 3 times 6 is a negative 18. Negative 18 plus 1 is a negative 19 over 6. I don't know how you got a negative whatever that is. Maybe next time you should watch the video a little bit more carefully. Don't be sorry. This is your grade. You did not do well on the test.
I'm literally judging right now, so of course I'm gonna say so.
I am judging you right now because you should have done better. Manage your time better. Remember basic fraction, which is a 4th grade concept better. What's your lowest common denominator? No, but telling your flaws and asking you to go ahead and do better by reflecting on it and admitting that you made a mistake does help.
I still like 15 cards.
Really? Because we do this every single test. Every single test. Lowest common denominator. What is it?
6.
Negative 19 over 6 minus times it by 2. 4 over 6. Negative 19 minus 4 is a negative 23 over 6. Six times 3 is 18. 5. Your answer is going to be a negative 3, 5, 6. This is fraction. I don't understand how you're getting fractions wrong, but whatever. Fine. What is the first question here? What's the first question? What's the first question? What is question number 11? Read it to me.
Negative 5 plus.
Changing this from an proper fraction to improper fraction. 5 times 5 is 25. 25 plus 3 is 28. Would have got a better score if you just know how to do 4th grade math. 2 times 4 is 8. 8 plus 1 is 9. So what I don't understand is how do you get this part right, but you mess up on this part? That is ridiculous. This tells me that you clearly do not understand math very well. Maybe next time when you're looking at your stuff on YouTube with a video, you should pay attention. So keep telling me about take me to the mall. Let's go to Hot Topic. Maybe you should pay attention to the specific things. Really? You know who says that? People who are not very good at math and doesn't exactly admit to their flaws and do better at math. You want to be that person? Lowest common denominator. What is it? Do the rest of the work. You're gonna do it on your own. Tell me what your answer is. Let me know when you have an answer. Nine times 2 was? What's negative 112 plus 18? What's your answer? What's negative 112 plus 18? Do you add or subtract the two numbers? Negative 112 plus 18. Do you add or subtract the two numbers? So what's 112 minus 18? Because it's a negative 94. Do you understand it now?
Where did 8 come from?
Hold on. Oh shit, I screwed up. 45 over 20 minus 45. What's your answer? Once you get it, let me know. What's 112 plus 45? 9 times 5 is 45.
You said it was 18.
It was 18 because I multiplied by 2 and then I found my mistakes and I went back and changed it.
I don't know.
Between 5 and a 4, what's your lowest common denominator? What's your common denominator? Didn't we say 20? 4 times 5 is right here. 9 times 5 is 45. I put 9 times 2 because I thought the lowest common denominator was 8.
You're over 7 or negative 3 over 7.
Good. Take a look at my 13. Is your answer going to be positive or negative? 5.000. I put 3 dots because the 2 has 3 digits after to the hundred or thousands. We're gonna have a subtract, right? Cancel that. That's 4. That becomes a 9. That becomes a 9. That becomes a 10. 7, 8, 9, 2. Negative 2.987. I love you. Go get your clothing ready, please. Make sure you go brush your teeth. We'll figure it out. Let's go into move on. Next person we're doing. Read the question for me.
Negative 1 over 8 divided by negative 5 over 6.
Negative 5 over 6. Whenever you have a fraction term of fraction, remember how I told you to rewrite it? Negative 1 over 8 times negative 6 over 5. You gotta flip it, right? Before you start doing anything, what can I cancel top and bottom or reduce? That's gonna become, if I divide by 2, it's gonna be a 3 and a 4. Is my answer gonna be positive or negative? Negative times a negative is a 1 times 3 is a 3, 4 times 5 is a 20, 3 over 20. Do you understand that? Now you do it. You didn't get it. -1/8 divided by -5/6. What do you do with this division sign? You change it to a multiplication. When you do that, what happened to this? You flip it. You're missing the basic understanding of fourth grade math. So you're not ready. Okay, I'll go ahead and wait. Next time, don't waste my time, please. What's your next question? Read it, please. He has 5/6 gallon of milk. He's gonna make one batch. So what do I do with 5, 6, and 1, 4? No. If I say I want to eat 2 apples, right? And let's say you have 5 apples. After I ate 2 apples, how many apples do you have remaining? So what did you do there? Read the question 21 again. What do you do with the 2 numbers? Go. What's the lowest common denominator? Read number 32 or 20 here. It's ounces, yeah.
How many pieces have you made?
What do you do with the 2 numbers? Nope. If you have 12 apples left, okay? And I need 2 apples to make 1 pie. How many pies can I make? We're saying how many times can this 2 fit in 12, which means you divide it. So what do you do with the 2 numbers here with the oil? Set it up. Can't divide with decimals on the here. vegetarian pizza with 7/23 oil left, or if you put a decimal on top, put a 0, then you put a 2 there, and then you have a 46, which will give you a 20, or actually put a 3, yeah, 3. This will give you a 69, which will give you, so then you could say 29.3 pizzas. You do what?
Isn't 24
You don't want to do 23 times 8. You want to do 23 times 9. Because if you subtract it, your number will be too big. It's bigger than 23. Try again. Let me know when you're ready to move on. 8 was 0.23.
I did. I read the question.
Oh, I already did everything wrong.
You shouldn't be doing anything wrong. If you put 28, then you should be just fine.
No, it's because I checked your answer and I thought it was wrong.
Well, then next time you should just get it right to begin with.
That doesn't help me.
Your attitude doesn't help me. So maybe you should go and change your attitude. Yeah, well, maybe you should go and change your attitude. Or maybe you should just get it right and then I'll help you then. Maybe I'm agitated because you have a crappy attitude and I'm spending my time helping you doing math that you should be doing on your own. Is that about that? Of course not. Two. What's 28 times 2?
4?
Nope. 28 times 2 is not 64. Last time I checked, 8 times 2 was 16, so where do you get a 4 from?
I don't know. Maybe I'm going insane.
Maybe.
Because of that.
So when you rewrite this with the remainder, you have 24 over 28. 24 is the number of pizza he can make, and 28 is the gas tank. All right, let's take a look. Did we do number 24 or no? We didn't do number 24, did we? Grayson?
I checked on the calculator.
What does number 24 say? It's -4 times 8.
4 times 8 divided by 4 times 2. Okay, so the negative sign was wrong. Was right, please.
Okay, so let's go ahead. I'm just gonna make sure I go over this. So this is a -32 divided by 4 is a -8 minus 2. -32 divided by 8 is -4 plus 4. So immediately I know that the 4 and the -4 cancels. Did you get a -10? Did you get -10 for number 24? Okay, good. All right, number 26. Circle numbers that are whole numbers. For each number, explain how you decide. Okay, so you know the definition of whole numbers are going to be, whole numbers have to be 0, 1, 2, 3, and all the way up, right? So first one here is going to give you a -80, so that doesn't work, right? This is going to give you a 0. That is a whole number, but you have to explain. And you should say something like, whole numbers are numbers that are 0, 1, 2, 3, all the way to infinity with no decimals. 0 qualifies as a whole number. And that's all you have to say. I think C is 15.3, and that's not it because it's a
That is
decimal.
not a decimal point.
Then I don't know what that is. You might want to ask her.
Okay, the division sign up here looks very similar. Little thing down there, so I'm just gonna create a division sign. So
Ask her. Well, if it is a division sign, if it's 15 divided by 3, then it's 5, then that qualifies, right? Okay. And if you have something that looks like this and you don't have time to ask her, then just go, if 15.3, what you should put, if it is 15.3, then explain it's not. And then you say, if it's 15 divided by 3, which is then 5, you can explain both scenarios, and then that way she knows that you at least know the concept, okay? Write the number of property each expression represent. This is an easy one. Like A, this is just going to be commutative of property of multiplication. That would have been easy. You should have finished that one. B, yeah, I know, is identity, right? Identity property of subtraction or whatever. What about the next one? Property of addition. That's it. And that concludes it. I will recommend that we study this a little bit more tomorrow, and then maybe you can take the test Friday or something. Where are you going? Oh yeah, okay, that'll be fine.